Firewatch Part 2. Video looks good, but does it sound good? Looks good. Okay, we're set there. Now get me shared out. And we can go into Chapter 2. When we last left Henry, he was having a very unique first day that ended with someone breaking into his home. Well, not his home, his tower, and throwing things around. And that's how it ended. So, what's going on? Who's involved? We will find out very shortly. Hold on. Okay, so we're shared out. And now we continue. Okay, loading would be nice.
What if they're naked?
Won't that be exciting? Look, they're obviously still there, so tell them off and then head back.
Okay, so I apparently have to continue off from last time. I must have forgotten to save, but oh well. Hey man, how you doing, Lethal? Apparently for some reason it took me back a little.
There are panties.
There are what?
I don't want to say that word again.
Why, 'cause you're 12?
I found a bra.
A nudie pyromaniac. Remain professional.
How's your day going?
I found them in the lake.
Skinny dipping.
Yeah.
That a guy over there?
Oh boy. Enjoy dealing with that.
Full stereo!
Oh, hey, you asshole!
Light another firework and it won't be your stereo I wreck.
Oh, fuck you, psycho! Yeah, fuck you! You'll fucking pay for this. You can't just harass girls in the woods. Let's get out of here.
Hey, that go okay?
It's done.
Well, that's...
Got any ideas
Hopefully there won't
for a
be
Christmas video, or are you still trying to figure it out? Can't believe how close we are already.
So, I have a bit of a confession to make.
What is it?
Look, I was drunk last night when I welcomed you to the job.
Yeah, well, you're not the first boss to be guilty of that.
I know, I know I can get a little pushy, putting you on the spot about why you're out here and stuff.
It's fine.
I'll keep that sort of thing to
Uh,
a minimum.
I can't wait either.
Let me know when you get back to your lookout.
Little nervous about the play Sunday. Thanks. Get my flashlight back. Finished shopping for grocery shopping today for Christmas dinner. I got ham. And I got the fixins to make gravy and biscuits for breakfast.
This cave is gated off.
It's to stop spelunkers from dying without getting the keys from the Forest Service office first.
Makes sense.
Although Debbie says she lost them like 3 years ago, so maybe its mysteries are locked away for good.
That's too bad. I used to go caving in Colorado a lot with someone. Would be really nice to pick that back up.
YYTT.
Big time. I'll keep an eye out for those keys.
Don't hold your breath.
There's some guy out here.
Some guy?
How's your day going, YYTT?
Who's just
Being some guy? Wait, he's looking at you? Is he doing anything else?
I don't think so.
Henry, there's something someone should have told you about this area.
What is it?
It's outside.
Come on.
The whole thing. And people come and go as they please. It's madness.
Yeah, okay. I get it.
Look, bumping into someone in the middle of nowhere is part of the fun.
What do you need help with on the Christmas video? I'm eating like a microwave pizza thing. Spinach and cheese. And I got a cranberry spiced Sprite.
What can I do for you?
Well, my typewriter is on the ground outside of my tower.
By the way, Coke, I'm open for sponsorships.
How the hell?
You should get inside.
Fuck me.
Come on, Drift.
Someone broke in.
Hey, what?
They wrecked the place. Threw my typewriter out the window. Motherfucker.
Hey, Angela. You're gonna like this one.
Holy shit. I'll let the Forest Service know what happened.
My fucking sheets are gone.
They stole your sheets? That's just mean.
Yeah, it sucks.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Place is...
Okay, I put in a call.
Okay, thanks.
Do you have any idea who would have done this?
I did probably piss off the girls at the lake. Ugh, fuck them.
Well, I'll have the Rangers keep an eye out for a couple of young women and question any they find. I can't believe someone would do this. I worry about bears and fires, and that's about it. And now I've got to worry about some, violent campers? Okay, in the morning I'm gonna call my friend Patty, who works the desk down in Cody. They keep a list of everyone who's officially been in and out of the trailhead since, I don't know, forever, and see if we can get a list of names. We won't get much, but at least if anything else happens, we can refer to it and see if anything comes up.
Thanks.
I need you to feel safe out here. Anyway,
Yeah, they're kind of a cell-shaded graphic. Ugh. The story's really good. I watched Die Hard the other day.
wake up. Hey, wake up.
I'm awake. What's your problem?
Our problem.
Sorry, our problem.
That storm knocked out the phone line I used to talk to the service, which means we're cut off. I tried radioing out, and that's not working either.
Can I go fix it?
Well, you probably can't, but what you can do is hike out to where the wire runs through your area and report back if it's down. Then I can track down a ranger to get someone on it.
Okay, I can do that. Where is it?
Remember that cave you hiked through yesterday?
Yeah, of course.
So you're gonna want to go back there, go through it, and keep going straight to the north when you come out.
Will do.
Thanks, Hank.
It's Henry.
What, you don't like Hank?
Yeah, I don't like Hank.
But thanks rhymes with Hank.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, alright.
There's my pet I found, Angela. Turt Reynolds. How's your day going, Angela?
So this generator is all the power I've got out here.
Yep, it doesn't go through much gas, and, well, you don't have much in the way of electronics, so...
What about my hairdryer?
Oh, I'm sorry. You might just have to make peace with frizzy locks.
I could never.
Got off work needed.
I like the outhouse in a rustic, I'm roughing it sort of way.
Yeah, it's a little privacy among the seemingly endless expanse of, well, privacy.
I like it all the same.
Where are you gonna be traveling for Christmas? You'd have to go and watch the first video. This is about a guy, his wife developed dementia at a very young age. She's only 41. Oh, you'll just be one state over from me. And her family took her back to Australia, so he takes the job in a Firewatch tower just to basically get away from his problems. In last part, after his first day on the job, someone broke into the tower and threw his typewriter out the window.
It's actually pretty damn cold out here.
Roger that. Warms up fast. The mornings are cold in Boulder, though, right?
Yeah, they are.
What did you get up to down there? I mean, what's life like?
I just spend a lot of time with Julia.
Oh, so you have someone there.
Well,
But you're taking a little break. Or...
we're...
Look, I'm sorry. Can you hold that thought?
Sure. Just gonna keep hiking and hoping it warms up.
Heyo. I don't think so. Why, have you? Okay, good.
Hey, your button is still down.
No, I don't think he has any idea.
Delilah, I can
I'm
hear
absolutely
you.
sure.
I said I
Is
could...
it you?
Wait, are you talking about me?
All right. I'll let you know if anything changes in that regard. Hey, sorry about that. Anyway, Julia, girlfriend? Ex? Sorry, I don't mean to pry.
That would be my wife, Julia.
Oh, like your wife? Or like she's taken half my stuff wife?
My wife.
But you're here.
She's sick, and I shouldn't be here, but I am.
I'm sorry, Henry. What is it?
We'll get into it.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, you are here, and it's beautiful, and escaping isn't always something bad.
Yeah, sure.
Look, I gotta go do a thing, but I'll have a radio. Okay, call me if you need to.
I can see the wire you're talking about. It looks like it's in good shape from here.
We'll follow it up to the top of the trail if you can. You can head back as soon as you give me the all clear.
Got it.
I plan on checking Cat Lady out.
Hey, I found a structure that might have been an outhouse once, I think.
Whoa, you don't need my permission to go to the bathroom, but, you know, use abandoned shitters at your own peril.
I mean, I'm in the right area.
I do believe, the comms wire runs for quite a ways. Follow it all the way to the top of Beartooth Point, and if it's not damaged, you can loop around back home.
found an old hat from a Korean war vet.
You'd be surprised how many former service members take this gig.
Well, makes sense.
I imagine if you've been through war, you probably can't get enough silence.
Like the story about what happened here. I'm gonna have to go. I've missed some of the chat. Hey Sniper, how's it going? I'm doing good, just finished shopping for Christmas dinner today. Got Mega Man 11 to stream at some point. Interesting theory. It does seem kind of the kind of thing a particularly irksome coworker would do to the new guy.
Yeah, okay, the wire's down here.
Really? Awesome. Good find.
It's like, I don't know, a mile and a half east of me. You just follow the trail up the hill, you can't miss it. I'll go see what the damage is.
Good point, Angela.
Hey, who are these guys? Ron and Dave, they're leaving notes for each other in the boxes. Is there any chance one of them was that guy I saw in the canyon? You know, the guy with the flashlight?
No, they're both rangers. They're not out here this season. I didn't really know him that well, but I always assumed the only thing Ron cared about was chasing tail and getting loaded. It's somehow comforting to know that he was able to keep up a correspondence with someone who wasn't going to send him a topless Polaroid.
You spell better than I do.
Guess what?
What is it?
There's a bunch of empty cans up here.
Same as before?
Yep.
These fucking kids.
How did these kids carry...
Why do you think they'd be up here?
Hell if I know, but they better have stayed away from our communication stuff.
How did they carry all that beer this far out? This is like a several-mile hike.
Hey, so the wire is definitely down out here. I just found it. Yeah, the thing is, it doesn't look like the wind. It looks like it was cut deliberately.
I knew it the moment you said you found their trash. These idiots are gonna pay. Do they realize this is how people die? I mean, what if something happened to one of my lookouts while this was going on? And God forbid there's an actual fire burning out of control.
What do you want to do?
I want you to go find them.
And then what?
I haven't thought that far ahead. That's not true. Everything that comes to mind is illegal.
Let's hear it.
Oh yeah?
Hey, I came out here for a breath of fresh air and some adventure. What do you got?
I think I want you to just find them and scare the hell out of them.
Yeah, I'd make a spooky ghost costume, but they stole my sheets.
I don't know. Wait for them to wander off and wreck their camp. Something that would make a teenage girl run home to mommy and daddy.
I'll find them.
Thanks.
But I am gonna need a raise.
Don't hold your breath. I'd start by hiking back towards your tower and just keep an eye out for anything that would lead you to them.
Well, they're big into Red Eagle.
Great. See if you can find the path they took down from there. Maybe they looped back around towards the lake or something. I doubt they're where they were yesterday, but they obviously can't have gone far.
I'm gonna make a little detour before I go back.
Hey, I'm out at a ravine. What's this thing that spans across it?
That is how you get to my sector.
No kidding. Well, let me hike over.
Well, it's locked up and mainly for emergencies. I've never actually used it. Rangers use it from time to time, but that's it.
Help! Oh, God, it's an emergency!
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got eyes on a tornado. I gotta get out of here.
A tornado in the heart of the Rockies?
Yes!
Holy moly, I need to call this in. Tom, Two Forks sees a tornado. He says he needs an evac into my sector. It's a meteorological impossibility. There haven't been tornadoes in the greater Yellowstone region in 100 million years. You're gonna need him to stay and take a detailed personal account, even if it means giving his life. Okay, I'll tell him. Sorry, Hank. No dice.
Man.
This does have some funny moments.
There's an abandoned pack out here.
And it's not one of the teens?
No, it looks like it was lost a long time ago.
Well, you could always pilfer it for supplies.
Yeah, I think you know Colorado a little better than the developers, Angela.
Well, I am flush with ropes now. That pack was full of them, in decent condition too.
That's lucky.
I mean, there's enough rope here that I could just leave them hooked up, I think. Oh, get this, pack came with one of those cardboard single-use cameras.
With pictures left?
Yeah, they only used 3 or 4.
Neato.
Thank you, Brian Goodwin.
Wait, who?
The bag had the name Brian Goodwin sewn into the top. Do you know him?
Yeah, I just haven't heard that name in a few years.
He was a lookout?
Yeah, kinda, I guess. He was stationed in Two Forks, your lookout, with his dad Ned 3 summers ago. Great kid.
You can bring children out here?
No. You know, I'm not a stickler for rules. They took off halfway through the summer.
Is Ned that guy from the note I told you about? About the guy leaving his post?
Oh, could be, yeah, but I think at one point they just realized this job wasn't for them. For Brian, at least.
Huh.
Anyway, so it goes. Have, fun with that camera. Try not to snap anything that would scar a Photodome employee.
I don't know, I got a lot of hiking to do. Might get bored.
Well, I'm bored as rocks, so I'll keep you company while you find those girls, huh?
Brian Goodwin's important. It's not common for my area to get tornadoes either. Not the mountains, but we're in the foothills, so we're pretty well shielded. That being said, we do occasionally get good wind. That guy that briefly commented on the chat the other night, Angela Interval, he was at work. I was hoping to, if it wasn't, I was hoping to introduce you to. He's technically a neighbor of yours. He's from Colorado.
Someone found a fossil and put it in a cash box.
Oh, really? What does she have?
She's got Alzheimer's. Like, dementia.
Whoa. How old was she?
Is she? She's alive. She's with her family in Melbourne, Australia. She's 43.
Fuck.
Yeah.
What was it like when you guys found out?
We were scared shitless. We went straight to the doctor after her first spell or whatever. They diagnosed her and we were both just very scared. Can't really tell when Julia is scared. She just gets quiet. She was very quiet.
We had back in New Jersey as a kid, we had a forming tornado pass over my house once. That's the closest I've ever came. And smoke column, not good.
Thin plume of smoke.
Yeah, I see it too. A thin plume like this is either a new fire or a campfire.
Campfire. You think it's them?
I reckon so.
It looks like it's to the southwest of me.
That's right. If you hike towards 5 Mile Creek, that should put you in the neighborhood. Keep an eye on that smoke plume. Let me know if it's getting any larger.
Will do.
This does look like it would be a relaxing place to stay.
I'm having a hell of a time getting this fucking flapjack off his ass and out to repair that wire.
Excuse me? Flapjack?
You know, like a loser, a chotch.
I really don't, but I do now.
Well, the next time you're at a bar and some banker steps on your foot so he can order his crappy martini, you've got just the name to use.
Hey, Flapjack, why don't you wait your turn before I bounce your face off a dumpster?
It's beautiful.
I've never actually flown a kite, if you can believe it. Henry here sounds like he'd fit in well with Brock and Sidri. I remember one time when I worked for the city, they had us out working.
How'd you meet?
Met in a bar.
The birthplace of modern romance.
I walked over and asked her what her major was because I thought she was a student, not a prof.
Smooth.
That's me. I did make the first move, though.
Aw, you were brave.
I was drunk.
And I was saying, when I was working for the city once, there was this really, bad windstorm. Like, the wind was so heavy, it actually rotated and twisted the traffic lights around. That was a rough day to work in. Like, we had to go to this place and load up stages. It was downright dangerous. It had to be like 50, 60 mile an hour wind gusts at times. Thankfully, no one got hurt, but where the baseball complex is, there was this field with a boatload of pine trees. The wind snapped just about each and every one of them. It was downright stupid to have us working. Some Slaneshi demons! Someone get that for me. Bots. Thank you. Bots, you might be permitted to stay if you'd at least comment like, oh, Firewatch, I've heard this game was interesting. Well, I've reached a new milestone as a YouTuber.
I found a sweatshirt from the University of Eastern Colorado. Maybe it's one of the girls? It's been here a long time.
There's a University of Eastern Colorado?
I really don't think there is.
Why would somebody make that up?
Right, and then put it on a sweatshirt.
The world's a weird place. you gonna do when the fire season wraps up? Are you gonna go be with her? Just go back to Boulder?
Maybe I'll go visit. I don't know.
Well, why not?
She's with her family in Melbourne. They're not big fans of mine.
Oh.
Her sister, Susan, is great, but her parents, I think they always thought she could do better, and that I could have done a better job looking after her.
Fuck that. I have no doubt you did your best.
I don't know.
If you want to go visit her, you should go. Don't let a couple of assholes keep you away from someone you love.
I'll think about it.
I wish YouTube could figure out how to do something about them. Like, it's ridiculous, and they come in waves with the same name. You would think at the very least YouTube wouldn't allow multiple accounts with the same exact name. Well, YouTube is often too busy trying to do things that makes life harder for the smaller content creators. Logan Paul goes into a forest in Japan. Their response is making it harder for people to get monetized. All joke, like, that whole Logan Paul thing, the bad thing, the forest is just only part of everything he did.
How many hikers go missing in Shoshone?
More than none, unfortunately, with most of them being in this area. The thoroughfare because...
Yeah, it was, Angela.
I found an old flyer for a missing hiker. It just got me thinking.
And what made it...
Like how you said one day you were talking to the Goodwins, and then the next you weren't.
Ned Goodwin didn't get mauled by a bear or stuck in a ravine. He was just a PTSD'd a-hole who dragged his son out to do a job and realized it was a bad idea.
PTSD? That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, I don't know. He was in the army. He was off. It's actually the saddest story. He was only discharged because his mother, Brian's grandmother, died. She'd been taking care of him, and Ned was the only next of kin.
Damn. And you got to know Brian a little bit?
Yeah, I talked to him way more than I talked to Ned, that's for sure.
How was he at, spotting fires?
Better than you. He actually liked to stay in the tower.
Oh, that's a beautiful view. And what's worse about the whole thing, it wasn't just the forest, he just made videos of him acting like a complete flapjack running through Japan. Like, he was beyond disrespectful. More beer from these kids.
Found one of their empties. Guess we're on the right track.
Roger that.
There's some cloth out here. It looks like it was torn from something.
Strange.
I'll keep looking around.
Yeah, This is Firewatch.
I see a campsite, and it looks like they've got a fire.
Is it them?
That seems like it. I swear, they must have dragged 4 cases of beer out here.
Track them down, and don't let them see you.
What a job this is. I have entered the teen zone.
Oh, really? And where's that?
It's the name of a magazine for girls.
Hey, Interval!
Their camp.
Interval, Angela here's a neighbor of yours. You're both from Colorado.
Well, I found some dangerous hunks.
Lethal.
On Earth, are you...
It's another one of those magazines. I don't get why the hunks have to be so dangerous.
Well, you're clearly not a young woman.
Girls should want nice hunks.
Ugh, boring.
Ah, found my sheets.
So they did break into your tower.
Looks like...
Lethal. You should check out Interval here, and Interval Lethal. Both good friends of mine, and you both good streamers.
You know, maybe I should take one of their sleeping bags as payback.
At this stage, take whatever you want.
Look at the tent.
The tent looks like it's been through the shredder, which would explain that scrap I found.
What could have done that? Like a bear or, I don't know, it sounds crazy, but even a bull elk if it's off its rocker.
Whatever did it, did not hold back.
You've got that camera, right? It might be a good idea to get a few snaps, just in case.
Yeah, good thinking. Oh, they're gone, for sure.
How can you tell?
Well, the girls left someone. Me, I guess, a note.
Well, what's it say?
Threatening to call the police because they think I attacked them.
Oh my god, well, did you?
No, well, I didn't do this. Okay, someone or something went to town here, but it wasn't me.
Because I told you to scare them, not assault them.
I didn't. Of course I didn't. I just threw their stereo in the lake.
Yeah, I really wish you wouldn't have done that.
This is, I don't know, weird as hell, but it wasn't me.
It's okay. I believe you. Weird stuff happens in the woods. It could be other campers. They could be having a bad mushroom trip. We really don't know. But they're gone. There's no way to call the cops. They're not coming back. And we can get to work. I'd really like to start enjoying a quiet summer.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Interval, I remember when you posted that video and you showed how thick the ash was on your car. We had it fairly bad from one fire a few years ago, but not that bad. Kurt Reynolds in his shell.
Yeah.
What do you look like?
Why are you asking?
Because I'm horribly superficial.
Well, I get confused for Burt Reynolds all the time.
Oh, is that so?
Women say that we have a similar musk.
Uh-huh.
Hey, you asked.
Okay, well, that gives me a good start. Now let's see. In my scope, I can only tell you're a white guy wearing shorts.
It's hot. And maybe, by the way, I'm not white. It's not very, you know, PC or whatever they say.
Oh my god, you are the whitest man. I don't need a spotting scope for that. And if not shorts, then what do you normally like to wear?
Clothes. I don't really think about it.
Oh, come on.
I got a sweatshirt I like, good jacket I got at the Buckle Barn.
Ooh, I love the Buckle Barn.
Just one of those brown ones, you know?
I do. Now tell me about your face. I'm looking at you across the bar. What do I see?
A pretty thick beard.
Oh, have you always had a beard?
For a while, yeah.
All right, perfect. I want to know about your eyes.
Get out of here.
I'm drawing you. I need to know.
Your what?
Is that okay? Don't don't answer. I'm gonna do it regardless.
Fine.
Your eyes, tell me.
They look tired, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you know, you hit a certain age and you think you're a younger person who just looks tired all the time.
Speak for yourself, mister.
I guess that's getting old.
Well, some people might see distinguished. Okay, got it. Thank you, Henry.
You get what you need?
Absolutely.
That fire we had in the area a few years back, it was aggravating. Like, it affected my allergies. I itched like crazy, and the smoke was messing with my eyes. Believe it or not, that fire was actually in the winter. Well, late fall, early winter. And it was started by some jackwagon that was bored. I bet he's extra bored now in prison. Sounds about like North Carolina in that respect. We don't have a lot of big trees, but we have a lot of trees. But the smoke was so thick at times at night. There was a traffic light outside by my house. Now it's just a four-way stop sign because the city got too cheap to replace one bad light. They'll pay an artist $3 million to paint the underside of a bridge, but they won't buy a brand new traffic light. But the traffic light, like, whatever the color was at the time, it would just be a cloud of that color.
I got that window all patched up. So, what should I do now? What's next?
What's next? What do you think is next?
Well, you've been the one giving me tasks for 2 days straight.
What's next is you sit in that room until September 1st and call me at the first sign of smoke.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you let me know when you're mentally prepared for that task, and I'll give it to you.
Okay, I think I am ready to tackle my long-term commitment of keeping this national forest safe from total destruction.
Such a beautiful view.
I'm glad to hear you've really thought this through.
Of course.
We've issued you a comfy chair to sit in and everything.
You know, it's not really that comfy. It's wooden and there's no padding. I think I actually got a splinter in my thigh this morning.
Aww.
We have the same thing, Interval.
The forest depends on you.
a few years back, there was one homeless guy got drunk. It was a group of them camping. And, like, normally they would be smart and do a small fire. This guy made a fire so big you could see it from the street. Got the fire department and everything. Like, he literally did a bonfire to cook a hamburger.
Hello, Henry. Having a nice afternoon?
Not too bad. I could get used to it out here.
Look at that view.
That's nice. Look, I called with bad news. Two young women, Chelsea Stevens and Lily McLean, were reported missing. They've got parents out in California who haven't heard from them in a week. They were supposed to meet an aunt down in Cody. If they're the girls from last week, then you're probably the last person to have seen them.
You should tell whoever that I'm happy to be questioned.
Look, it's not gonna be an issue. I mean, if they turn up dead, then maybe. Should I just not say anything and save us the trouble?
I think it's worth mentioning something.
Yeah. I'll keep it vague. I really don't want to talk to the cops.
Me neither.
All right, Henry, thanks. Enjoy the
And
sunset.
what was bad was everyone wound up getting run off from the campsite because of him. And this same guy, like, he wound up getting arrested for aggressive panhandling because he would just get in people's faces, give me money, then cuss them a blue streak when they wouldn't give them to him. Okay, have fun, Lethal. Tell me what you think of the rest of the story for this stream when you get a chance.
Get out of bed and pick up the radio.
What do you want?
Hey, you big dumb idiot.
Hi, Jules.
Oh, you sound tired.
I am.
Are you having a nice time?
Yeah, it's good here. It's beautiful, you know.
That's great, Henry. Really great. Well, I'll let you get back to sleep then.
Okay, Jules.
Delilah seems nice.
Sure.
Bye, baby.
I kind of... Interesting theory.
Is it too much of a pain in the ass to bring supplies all the way up to our towers?
Well, I get my stuff hand-delivered.
Oh, how's that work?
It's the perks of a decade of service. You're out hiking in 90-degree heat, and I get to do crosswords. Isn't life miserably unfair? Anyway, when you find the supply drop, remember it's not just for you, okay? Other lookouts, biologists, a few people get their food there, and I don't want to have to call in for more. There should be loads of good stuff, though. Beans, prunes, jerky. You know, my sister eats 6 prunes a day. 6. She's, like, really precise about it. She'd be great at this job if she didn't need wheelbarrows full of marijuana to function. So, like, 2 weeks ago, you called me in the middle of the night. You were sleeping, I guess, and all I heard was the name Jules through the mumbles. I just thought it was so sweet. I wanted to wake you up, but then I thought maybe you were having a nice conversation, and I'd just be spoiling it. I hope you're doing okay. you know, when it comes to her.
I shouldn't be out here.
Yes, you should.
No, I just ran away from my problems.
No, you didn't. We all fuck up. Look. So, a couple of months before I took this job, I was with this guy, Javier. He's incredible, caring, sexy as hell. He was a driller down in Casper. We dated for almost 5 years. I was working with the Wyoming Outdoor Leadership School, and I was obsessed with it. I wanted to be an instructor so badly. And I was sure I was going to marry Javier as soon as I could be bothered. Walls was also a good excuse to get out of town, drink whiskey in the mountains, cut loose. Then, Javier's brother got killed working in Gillette, and for some reason, I didn't come home. Javier said it was fine. He'd go to the funeral, take care of his mom, stuff like that. It'd be easier solo. When he came back, he left me. I came out here, I lied, and told my sister he fucked our neighbor. I've just lied about it for over 10 years. And, for some reason, I wanted you to know. I figured you've told me so much about you, so, you know, there's something about me. We both fucked up.
There you go. He was actually sleepwalking when he was talking to her. Yeah, this game has hit you right in the feels moments. Like I said, she's 41 and has Alzheimer's, so in a way, he's effectively lost her already. Yes, she... Is the radio lady a colleague or trying to get... She's a co-worker. She's based technically the... Well, she is and isn't the supervisor. She's basically the senior lookout. And there's a few things I forgot to show off in the cabin. So once I get back, clues. Hey, Chad.
All right, I got everything I need out of here. Time to chow down.
Just yours, right?
Who do you think I am?
Front row seat for what might be the biggest fire of the year.
Yeah, it's really going.
I'm gonna call it in. They'll send in a hotshot crew for some suppression, but I bet we'll be stuck with her for the rest of the summer. And she doesn't have a name yet. I usually think of something funny or something practical or a little risque when coming up with them. But why don't you do the honors?
Maybe we call it the Flapjack Fire. Can you sell that as a name?
You really like that, huh?
Yeah, I said I did. It's funny.
jack fire it is. They'll probably ask me if it was a camp cooking accident or something. So there's this creek down the hill, and, you know what my favorite thing to do is?
What's that?
I love to take a bottle of whatever I have on hand, plunge it deep into the water, and let it chill in there all day. And then, on nights like tonight, when it is so disgustingly hot, I have something nice and cool to drink. I learned that from my sister in Santa Fe. She'd do that with a bottle of tequila near her house and make margaritas the size of your head. You'd like it there.
I'm sure I would. Sounds pretty great.
It is. Are you looking at the fire?
No, I'm not.
You should. Let me know when you are.
Okay, I'm looking at it again.
I love how they look at night. During the day, it's just smoke, but when the sun is down, you can just get lost.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here.
Me too.
Good. I don't talk to the other lookouts as much as I talk to you. Not in the same way. I know it's probably been a while since you've connected with someone the way we have. I don't mean to get all heavy, but it's been really nice. I wish I was over there.
I wish you were too.
We could sit outside. We could talk without these radios. We could, you know.
What? What could we do?
Well, let me tell you.
Yeah, New Vegas can be all kinds of janky at times. I gave Caesar a missile. I was playing a little bit of...
License?
It's one fish, and I'm sick of all the stuff I got to eat.
No, I won't tell anyone you're a poacher. That reminds me, I keep hearing reports from Fish and Game about a problem bear they're trying to keep tabs on. Can you search around the lake for fresh tracks and just let me know what you find? There was a crew burning fire lines out to the east, and, you know, I think sometimes it riles up the wildlife.
Problem bear? Fuck that. I am of the opinion that they are all problems.
Come on, please.
Yeah, well, I've seen what they can do to a tree, and trees aren't even food.
Thank you, Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not hard to get all the factions to hate you in that game. I downloaded a few mods where I can have Space Marine weapons and armor from 40K. The Space Marine power armor is great. It does have the factional stuff, but...
What? D? I found a clipboard down here, and there's something strange going on.
At the lake? What's up?
Someone has written down what we said to each other, have been saying.
That doesn't make any sense.
I don't talk to the other lookouts as much as I talk to you, not in the same way.
No way.
Wait,
It's
hold
a
on,
lot harder to get all the factions mad at you in 4.
I'm worried.
I found a walkie-talkie out here, too.
Okay.
It's going shithouse. punched or something by someone.
Are you serious? What the hell is going on out there?
I don't know. Jesus Christ.
Let me get this straight. You found a clipboard with, what, transcripts of our conversations? What else is on it?
I don't know. It's gone, along with the radio of theirs. Somebody out here could have just killed me, Delilah.
What the fuck is going on?
What's Wapiti Station?
I don't know.
I saw the name Wapiti Station right before I was cold cocked. Does Wapiti Station mean anything to you?
Wapiti Meadow. Maybe it's Wapiti Meadow. It's on our maps. It's not too far from where you are right now. It's north of the lake. It looks like there should be a trail somewhere on the north shore of Jonesy Lake.
I'll start hiking that way now. God damn it, my head.
Are you sure you saw what you saw, Henry? Maybe you pissed off some more campers and they came back to sucker punch you.
Look, I know what I saw. Hey, it was our words with initials for our names, H and D, clear as day.
And you've been feeling okay?
I feel fine.
Okay, I'm sorry, I believe you, but that conversation was from 2 weeks ago.
I know they were. So what's to say that they don't have transcripts from 3, 4, or 5 weeks ago?
Our entire relationship, friendship, our whole summer.
Someone is out here with a walkie-talkie, taking notes and talking to God knows who. What the hell do you think is going on at this place?
Apparently a lot of following you around taking notes.
Hey, William, how's your day?
Unbelievable, Henry.
You're telling me. All right, I'm on my way to Wapiti Meadow. I'll let you know what I find.
Okay. There's got to be a reasonable explanation. Also, I'm gonna call around and see if anyone's had anything weird happen to them or seemed spooked. I don't want to make this bigger than it is yet, you know?
Yeah, understood.
Yeah, okay.
Tell him I said hi. Okay, come on. Now to go back to the lookout tower briefly, I forgot to give some clues.
But I don't have a good feeling. I don't like feeling vulnerable. It's not like you could just call the police. I was thinking about the Goodwins. It just struck me that if anything weird like this happened to them, happened to Brian, just how scared he would have been.
He had his dad to protect him. Ned, right?
Yeah.
You don't think he could?
No, you're probably right.
It was 3 years ago. He's in high school now. He's on summer break.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I love this game, but it's not everyone's cup of tea.
Whoa, the flapjack fire isn't going anywhere, huh?
No, that's why those guys came out to burn that line. It's at the stage where all we can do is pay attention to it.
They're not gonna try to put it out?
Not yet, apparently.
It was dirt cheap on the PlayStation Store, so I just figured, you know what? It'll make a great streamer.
Hey, I called around. Things seem normal with everyone else.
Should we call the cops or the Forest Service and let them know this is going on?
Don't you think that would sound, crazy?
Yeah, it is crazy. We have to tell someone.
Tell them what, Henry? Tell them we're being stalked and you were attacked and we don't have any proof?
I don't know, tell them we're being bothered or something.
Henry, I really like this job, okay? And if I give off even a hint of cuckoo to my bosses, they are never gonna let me come back out here. Do you understand that? Keep your radio close to you.
You'll love that.
Hey, what you just said, keep my radio close to me.
Yeah?
Before I got attacked back at the lake, I saw a radio on the ground, kind of like the one I use.
And?
Do you think that maybe someone was,
I don't know. What?
Maybe intercepting our frequency with other radios or something.
Henry,
It's just a thought.
I don't even know how you would do that.
Yeah, well, you sound worried.
No, I'm not. Okay, let's not spin out of control. Just keep hiking.
Whatever you say, boss.
You'll like that one, Chad.
Hey, there's a map in my tower that I'm pretty sure is not USGS regulation. Unless I've unknowingly been assigned to work in 2 orcs, and the lake to the east is made of acid.
That sounds erroneous.
Yeah, that fantasy map from before looks like it was made by Brian Goodwin. The handwriting matches everything in that folder I found.
Maybe it just fell out a while back?
I guess.
Yes, something's going on. This is kind of glitched. Whichever one of the hats they're supposed to be on there. Space otters, so their attack on humanity can be both adorable and terrifying. Oh, that would not be fun to take a bad fall down. Getting warm in the house tonight. Yeah, no shortage of places to go unnoticed in a place like this. I'm sure that's more from budgetary constraints than story issues. Grizzly's one animal I'd never want to have a run-in with. Yeah, moose can ruin your day quick. Take it easy, Interval. Nice to have you in the stream. We've had a black bear make it in town a couple times, but that's about it. I think we have some coyotes around here. There's your wildlife, Angela. Look, this was a lookout. There's a firefinder. I can kind of see black bears technically being more dangerous because people would tend to underestimate them versus a grizzly bear, what just about everyone with half a brain knows to give a wide berth. A lot of people will see a grizzly bear and, a black bear and, oh, it's a lot smaller. How dangerous can it be? Foxes can be interesting. But foxes laugh like hyena. As long as you're not doing things to put yourself directly in danger, bears tend to shy away. I worked with a guy his name was Bud. He would leave food outside of his house for the wildlife, and he even had a kiddie pool that he would fill with water so the deers and whatnot can drink out of. He talked about one time he was throwing bread out to a raccoon, and if raccoons can, they'll wash the food before they eat it.
I'm hiking through the canyon. Which way is my best bet for getting to Wapiti Meadow?
It looks like you can find a trail on the north shore of Jonesy Lake, towards the west.
Thanks, D.
And the raccoon would take the bread, put it in the water and rub it to wash it, and the bread would break apart in his hands and he'd take another piece, do it. And he said the raccoon just kept getting madder and madder. Now I have now grizzlies, from what I understand, the main time they'll be like dangerous is towards when they're getting near hibernation season, and for whatever reason they're desperate to pack on the last of the calories before winter gets here. That's when you'll be more likely to get attacked. I heard this story once. It was a zoo in Alaska. The wolverine somehow escaped from his enclosure and got in the...
Whoa, Delilah, there's a big chain link fence between me and the meadow. I don't think I can get past it.
A fence?
Yeah,
How big?
big. It goes off in both directions, acres.
What the fuck is going on out here?
Whatever it is, someone doesn't want anyone to know about it.
Sometimes biologists will cordon off a little area to study flora or whatever, but that's only a few square feet usually.
That's not what this is.
Well, see what you can do to get past it.
And what are the odds they left the gate unlocked?
Pretty low, I'd imagine.
Looks like goddamn Area 51.
Maybe they've got aliens. That'd be exciting.
And we'll see about that.
And I was saying the wolverine, he got out of his enclosure and got in the polar bear enclosure and actually killed the polar bear. Like, the wolverine just got onto the poor polar bear's throat and wouldn't let go.
Look, I'm not gonna be able to get into this place.
Shit.
I don't know how long I can dick around out here until someone notices.
God, if you were an actual firefighter, you'd have that gate down in 2 shakes. Hey, actually, those guys doing the controlled burn, they might be able to help.
Where are they?
Beyond Ruby River, there's a scout camp. They burned a line a few days ago that should let you hike right to them.
Well, that's great.
If they haven't left, they're probably the type of guys who would help you get through that fence.
And I'm like, okay, so the wolverine escaped and killed the polar bear. I think that means he's earned the right to keep the enclosure. It's like, I seen this video once, and it was like, I'm trying to think how it went. It was, I forget how this video went, but it was like making fun of the PETA type people, and it was someone screaming, "If we could live like the animals, we'd all be together in peace and harmony." And then it just showed clips of just predatory animals doing what predatory animals do. I think they managed to tranquilize the wolverine and get him back in his enclosure. But, that was... definitely one for the books. This game could benefit from a more traditional HUD. Oh, if I had the axe, I could make a shortcut. Yeah, mountain lions, it's more something in the feline end of things anyway. Felines can be pretty sadistic. I mean, I'm sure we've all seen it. Sometimes even your regular house cat will kill just for sport. It's very easy to get mistakenly lost in this game. Personally, neither one sounds like a lot of fun there. I heard bear's actually pretty good if you know how to prepare it. Look, bear meat, from what I understand, can be very tough and gristly. I've heard you're about better off just, like, grinding it up into hamburger meat.
I'm wandering around east of the lake. Which way is Ruby River?
It's in the southeast corner of your map. The scout camp where the firefighters were staged should be on your map. It looks like a little triangle with a flat bottom.
Yeah, it looks like a tent.
How did I never see that before?
I want to try elk. We have the regular white-tailed deer here in aplenty. Wild game as a whole, it's like a whole lot more... To at least cook it and have it taste good, it's a lot more work than your average, like, grocery store meat. White-tailed deer is really good.
Boy, for as dry as it is this summer, there's an area down here that's lush.
Oh, you must be talking about the Aspen Grove down there.
Yeah, I think that's where I am.
Those trees are actually one root organism. Did you know that?
I didn't.
Yeah, they share their water as a colony that can live for hundreds of years, even through fire. Can you believe you're actually getting paid to learn all of these amazing things?
Do you have white-tailed deer in Oregon?
Hey, do you know anything about this waterfall down here?
I don't. We've got one over here that's 150 feet tall.
One-upper?
People snowmobile in during the winter to ice climb it.
I am not one of those people.
Yeah, I figure there's enough normal ways to die.
Agreed.
Okay, somehow I got really turned around. I'd like to try mule deer. I know reindeer are actually technically just domesticated caribou.
Hey, what's to the south of here?
Mexico? Is this some sort of riddle?
I just have a nice view to the south. You know, trees and mountains forever.
Well, eventually you'll wander into the area overseen by Chimney Rock Lookout, but that's probably an impossible hike in terms of terrain.
How long is hunting season in Oregon? In North Carolina, well, let me try the... Muzzleloader, for some reason, is like a day or a week, something to that degree, and it's in October. bow season lasts from the beginning of muzzleloader season all through rifle season. And rifle season is through a good chunk of November. A hybrid? What's it like? The one that always strikes me as weird here, turkey season is in the summer. So not too different from North Carolina. Do they like break up the different implements like bow has its own time, muzzleloader has its own, and rifle has its own? Then again, I can't think it would matter as much if you're only allowed one tag per so many acres. No, there's a lot of aimless wandering around here. Like, I don't exactly have my bearings. Is Brenchleg any good? Like, are you allowed to hunt them, or are they... like, protected? So, what are you having for Christmas dinner, YYTT? I think it's weird here that muzzleloader is just like one day. Like, muzzleloader you would think would get more time considering it's a little harder to hunt with the muzzle loader. I want to try wild boar. I'm heading to Twin Forks. What do you normally like to hunt with high-powered rifle? I'd like to get a muzzle loader myself just for shooting. Bows are fun to shoot, but like that's... I've shot bows and I've shot a rifle before in the past. Bows are a whole different animal in terms of accuracy. I can't get over, like, the acreage thing is dependent on how many tags you get down there. Or should I say up there? Here it's like every year the Fish and Game just... Okay, each hunter can have X amount of tags. I was talking to one guy once, like, he had kind of a weird mishap. He was, like, there were even, obviously, a lot of wildlife, so there was turkey, too. He was shooting for a deer, and, like, something spooked the deer just before he pulled the trigger, so the deer moved out of the way. He grazed the deer and wound up shooting a turkey. Which a turkey with a high-powered rifle, you're just asking for a mess. Okay, we're finally making progress. That's crazy. I guess that's the benefit of living where I do. If you like to hunt, they're a lot more laxed. The way you said the tags are based by acres, so what is it if you don't own land, you can't hunt? What's the point in being that strict? Like, I guess you got a lot of, like, overly protective conservationists that make the decision. I see what I did not finding it, and this is my fault. Still getting used to paying more, splitting my attention between the stream and the game. It's, like I said, it's, if you haven't streamed a game, it's a skill you really have to develop. I said, on one hand, I get it, but on the other hand, it sounds like they're being way too unreasonable. What did I do? I was actually in the right area. No, I'd like ask. That's part of the fun of the stream is the chat. I'm just, like I said, it's a whole other level of skill that Have you heard of Portland and Salem, Oregon? Yeah, I've heard of Portland. They had those lovely individuals occupying the city for the bulk of the summer. How that wasn't labeled as an insurrection, I will never know. What kind of cake, Angela? Well, that sounds good right about now. I got a pecan pie, pecan pie for dessert for Christmas. Yeah, there's a meme I seen and it was hilarious. It was a deer with a microphone and the deer said, "I think we have a really good chance this year. The the young people don't know how to hunt and everyone else is getting too old." I'll be sure to do that. Why do I keep getting turned around? I'm getting a little tired here too. I want to try and make a homemade pecan pie. I've heard it's really not as hard as it sounds. As much as I love to cook, I should try to make one. I don't consume alcohol, YYTT. I'm boring, I know. That would... Well, depending how you use it, in a lot of cases, the alcohol will cook out unless it's just something you mix in after the fact. The only way it, like, won't evaporate is, like I said, if you mix it after the fact when everything's, like, cooked. Like, sometimes you'll see people that'll sell, like, the chocolates with actual alcohol in them. It's because they mix the brandy or whatever in when the chocolate's already made, so it doesn't get a chance to properly evaporate. So basically, like, the fact that a lot of that stuff is aged in a, like, oak barrel, you get the smoky flavor from the barrel. Yeah, alcohol has, like, a very low evaporation point. I found a video with a recipe for a Chicago Italian beef sandwich I want to try. It's probably going to be a long time before I get to actually go to Chicago. And I can get Lethal to take me to a demilitarized zone to try the best one. But at least the recipe can give me some semblance of an idea. I want to try the Nashville hot chicken. If he was in North Carolina, depending upon the part, I'd tell you to be sure to try some liver mush. Which liver mush, it's something so regional. that depending upon the part of North Carolina you live in, it might not be available. Okay, this ain't good. Liver mush was one of those foods. It came from just when times were a lot harder and they had to use every part of the animal they could. So it's like it uses liver, other organ meat, and like some of the meat from the head of the pork, and they combine it with cornmeal and other spices. Its closest cousin would be scrapple. I just happen to be lucky enough to live in an area of North Carolina where it's available. The three, like, most popular ways to eat it, it's as a sandwich, but there's really three major camps of people that like to eat it in a different way. One group, mayonnaise, some people mustard, and there's even a group of people that prefer, of all things, grape jelly. Which sounds weird, but there's people that like sausage biscuits with grape jelly, so I've never tried it, but I don't know, it could be pretty good. I do think that's cool, though, that, like, yeah, it has to be. I do think it's kind of cool, though, that we live in an area like that where food is so, like, where we have a food like that that's so regional that depending upon your part of the state, like, you can or can't get it. That in another North Carolina, this isn't mine, but people love to put chili and coleslaw on their hot dogs or hamburgers, which I like my coleslaw, but I don't like it on my hot dog or hamburger. Yeah, I'm getting a little tired. I'm gonna call it a night. I'll get better situated for the next stream so I'm heading in the right direction, and then we'll continue the story. Thanks for joining me and putting up with me being lost. Have a good evening, guys. Take it easy, Angela. YYTT, William, Sniper, whoever else may be listening.